Hey guys, Stanley7 here, getting right into it. Moto 2 at Grizzly. On row 1 we have Outlaw and Turkey Shot. On row 2 we have Vulcan and Sector 701. And then row 3 we're going to have Killer Demand and Hunter. It's actually two new teammates right there. Next row we're going to have Bean and HT. Bean, part of Navy Squeals, one of the top teams right now. Commando Pack and Detail, row 5. Row 6 we got Ump and Slaunch. And then coming up at row 7, we are going to have Fireball and Standby Luke 7, 1-2 finishers from the last Moto, inverting their way to the back. So here we go, Moto 2 guys at Grizzly, and we're green. Pretty fast restart. Outlaw was definitely on the gas right at the line, which is not a bad. Oh my, we have one driver barrel rolling in turn 4. I'm not sure if that's going to be a caution or not. We're going to have to kind of wait and see how that plays out, because I'm honestly not sure if that should be a caution or not. It was hard to tell if there was contact afterwards. And it looks like the drivers, almost a caution there for Turkey, and yep, caution's called. I honestly think that was for the earlier crash. And here we go to the restart. Outlaw kind of cheesed this one. He paced properly the last time. He didn't pace properly at all that time, but we decided to just let it go green because of the way he was been riding anyways. We figured it wouldn't make that big of a difference. That's why we kept going green. Just trying to, obviously teach new drivers what to do, and that's probably what happened, is that he just had a lapse in judgment. I don't know. Maybe he thought that we didn't have to pace if it was a restart or something along those lines. Can never tell when they haven't looked at the rule book and whatnot, or maybe aren't familiar with the type of racing that we do. But regardless, we have some pretty good battles throughout the pack. Looks reminiscent of the first Moto, to be honest. We just have good battles. Oh man, Detail almost getting cheesed right there in the wall. That was actually a pretty good save. But yeah, just like first Moto, we're having solid battles all the way throughout the pack, and that's the way Grizzly goes now. Oh, we got a big pile up right there. No, actually, it stays pretty clean. I figured that was going to be a huge pileup, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. Regardless, though, we still have a caution. And go to the green flag restart. Here we go. Way better start right there. Yeah, that was definitely way better, although inside line is getting slowed up a little bit. It looks like there's just constant brake checking going on right there. I'm not sure what that's all about. We got 3 wides in the back, though. And one drive. Whoa, I think that was Killer. He's like lagging over the place. That's kind of weird. Very odd lag right there. Hunter almost spinning out in the top 3. I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh man, Slaunch in the wall. Outlaw involved as well. That'll likely be a caution, and we have all kinds of commotion right there in the middle of the pack, and yep, caution is called. Sorry. Cannot clear my throat at all. And here we go, green flag restart. Outlaw's fallen all the way to the back after starting in the front, so unfortunate for him. We actually have Vulcan in the lead right now, battling with Hunter. I think we have Ump and Turkey up there, so Turkey doing a pretty decent job holding on to his position so far, whereas Outlaw has fallen to the back. I think we have Luke and Bean there in the inside, and then on the outside we have Detail, and I can't exactly tell at the moment, but another driver on the outside right there. Yeah, I still can't really tell. Possibly Commando Pack, or maybe even HT. Hard to tell from this angle. Plus, I don't know the drivers' armors as well, especially since they've changed. We're a little bit behind in the videos, so some of these drivers' armors have changed in the recent weeks, so I'm kind of confused about that. We have a little bit of a wreck there coming out of turn 2, so I think that might be a caution right there. And yep, it looks like we're going to have a caution called. I believe it was for that wreck. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully we can get a green flag run going here. And we are back underway. Looks like we have a 3 wide right there in the right smack dab in the middle of the pack, and a little bit of brake checking again going on. I'm not exactly sure what that's all about, but it just seems like there's some heavy brake checking going on the inside. Again, I don't know if there's a driver up front that's hitting the brakes or something, or maybe it's just the way they're turning into the corner. I'm not sure what it is, but it just looks like heavy, major brake checking on the inside line on those restarts. Meanwhile, Fireball and Luke have fought their way from the back all the way up here. It looks like we have Fireball right there battling for 3rd, and then Luke battling for roughly like 7th. So those two drivers who were top 2 from the first Moto already fighting their way through the pack, and they're at mid-pack right now. So that's pretty that's pretty impressive. That's kind of a threat for the rest of the drivers because they know that they're pretty fast and they're closing in. Especially Fireball. Fireball is hungry for a win, and the fact that he's competing for the championship means that he's going to be doing, he's going to be more do whatever it takes in this case, whereas Luke is not as concerned about getting the win for those championship points. Again, Fireball competing for the championship, so if he has to make a crazy move that might risk his point standings, he'll definitely do it. He'll definitely do it because he wants that for the championship. Whereas Luke, who's not competing for the championship, probably not gonna do anything outlandish as much, just because there's not as much of a reason to do it. Whereas Fireball has a little bit of an incentive to do a risky move to try to get the win. I mean, really, any of these drivers in the pack that are competing for the championship really do. And right now we have Luke and Bean battling right there. We have Vulcan who's fallen behind a little bit, and Vulcan's trying to work his way around Ump. We have Ump and Vulcan on the inside. Okay, we have a caution. Never mind. I was getting ready to talk about that battle, but just went right to caution. Here we go with the instant replay. It's an unfortunate pile up right there. We're gonna go to the green flag restart, and actually Fireball's your leader, so he has fought all the way up here. And sorry, we're not to the restart yet. We're doing a little pace lap here. Gonna try to get you guys acquainted with the positions of where the drivers are at. But anyways, I'm really impressed with Fireball. The fact that he's fought to the lead, and here we go with the actual green flag restart. Man, he's put up a great fight. That is really impressive out of him. And Luke's in second right now, or battling for seconds. That's crazy. Top two finishers from the first moto fought their way all the way from the back. They are up at the front right now. Will they be able to hold on to it is the question. Right now, Bean's actually going to take that second place spot from Luke, and Luke's going to fall in on the outside, trying to get more of his preferred line. Looks like there might be a reach draft going on right there. Luke and Bean going to try to draft, and Fireball better be a little bit nervous, because if Bean and Luke hop into a nice draft right here, they might start railing around that outside and possibly gain a lot of speed. Looks like we have a caution on the track. Not exactly sure what that one was called for, but point is there's a caution. And here we go with the restart. Luke's actually going to be on the outside, so I think Bean possibly wrecked there. Oh, and then Luke's in the wall, and big pile up on the back. Big pile up on the back stretch. And out of turn 4 as well. And yeah, no caution called at the moment. The drivers keep going, but that's definitely, I have a strong feeling that's definitely going to be a caution. That was ridiculous. Yep, there it is. Man, that was a huge pile up. We had like 6 or 7 drivers involved in that. And that is huge. That has huge overall implications, because now Fireball absolutely has the overall at the moment. So, oh no, Hunter again. I think he was the one that wrecked out of turn 4 last caution. He does it again right there. So this is just bad. We need to get a green flag run here going to the end. So here we go, another restart. And what the heck? Luke's already up to mid-pack. So this could be a threat, because that before had huge overall implications. With Luke way in the back, Fireball definitely has it locked up. But in mid-pack right here, if Luke can fight up to the front, he could possibly make a bid. Oh no! Being in the wall in the front stretch. And we'll watch an instant replay of that. I was going to say Luke could possibly make a bid for the overall, and also who had a solid finish in the first moto, 3rd place. If he is able to get some speed and snatch this win from Fireball, he could also, and I think is in 2nd right now, he could also snatch this overall with a little bit of luck. I think he would need to take the win and have Fireball like fall back position or so. But the fact of the matter is there is 2 main drivers competing with Fireball right here, and it's and Luke. These 2 drivers can steal this overall from Fireball and potentially the moto win as well. So definitely watch out for and Luke in these final laps, because they know it too. They know that they are the ones in prime position to take this overall, and you know that they're both going to be fighting for that, especially since is on a competing team with Fireball, and also in a competing position with Fireball. Ump's a little bit ahead of him in points. He's going to want to grow that gap a little bit, since Fireball is definitely a threat this season. Even Ump's teammate Detail is a threat this season, and Ump himself is a threat. There's a lot of people I could see winning the championship. I think this season's going to have a really interesting battle. Oh no, another caution on the backstretch. Really unfortunate right there. I'm not exactly sure who that was on the outside, but got a little loose, and then Luke went down to avoid it and went down into Slaunch and Hunter. So that was just a really unfortunate situation right there. But here we go with the restart. Not that many laps left, guys, so get ready to watch this. Here we go. If you've been watching the warnings for time, we are low on time. I think we hit the 1 minute warning a little bit ago, so race is definitely coming to a close. We have a 4 wide right there. Oh no, we have a caution. Dang it, that was such a good battle. But then we had a caution. But here we go, back with the restart, guys. Not that many laps to go. I think it's 4 laps to go. So this is going to be a sprint to the finish. Coming across the line, it looks like Fireball with 3 to go has a pretty solid lead. Although there's fights all throughout the pack, very hard to follow what's going on right now because there are just fights everywhere. 2 wide battles with 2 laps to go. We have Ump and Detail, the Navy Schools teammates, in 2nd and 3rd, but Fireball has a huge gap. He's definitely got to get this Moto win as long as he doesn't screw up. But here comes Luke on the outside. Is he going to make a move around Detail? Looks like it's so, but is anything going to happen for 2nd place? Yes, it is. There he goes down low for the 2nd place and for the overall, and he gets it on Ump right at the line. Crazy finish. That was for the overall, and not to take away from the fact that Fireball just took his first Moto win of his career. Crazy finish here in Grizzly Moto 2. Fireball, the teammate of Luke, takes his first Moto win, but Luke, his teammate, takes away the overall with a crazy 2 passes on the last lap. And there you see the results on the screen. And the point standings too. Look at that. Despite that finish, he's still a point ahead of Detail. He took the points lead. He took the points lead away from him, and then you have Fireball right there as well. So just close points all throughout the field. Very, very interesting point standings. Very fun to watch. I like how close and I like how competitive it is this season. This is way better already than last season in terms of the racing and in terms of the competitiveness of the points. Really great season. There you see the photo finish, and then you're also going to see some of these other finishes throughout the pack. But that was just a crazy finish. That was one of the craziest finishes I've watched in an HRL Moto in a long time. I think the ovals this season are going to be like this pretty much every single race. It's going to be just good racing throughout, and then crazy finish. So hope you guys enjoyed that. See you next time.